Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to make this delicious Nigerian vegetable soup known as Riro. It is one of my favorites because I just simply love the spinach and the sauce that it's cooked in. So without any further ado, let's get started. The ingredients you'll be needing for this recipe are some pre-cooked or pre-boiled goat meat or meat of your choice, some beef stomach or shaki. I have some dry shrimp, some grounded crayfish, some red palm oil, red onions, red bell pepper, habanero and garlic. I have some fresh finely chopped spinach and Maggi cubes, of course. I'm going to start the process by blending up my red bell pepper pretty coarsely in a food processor. And the reason that I'm just blending the red bell pepper by itself at this time is so that I can separate the water that comes out of it. I'm going to put that in a strainer and just separate the water that comes out of the red bell pepper only. I'm using about 4 red bell pepper here. After I have finished separating the water, I'm just going to throw the water away and start my process of blending the onions, the garlic, and the habanero all together. I obviously like my food spicy, and I'm using quite some habanero peppers here, but you don't have to worry about separating the water out of this one. You can just blend it up and put it in the same bowl as the red bell pepper mixture. Now that I'm ready to start cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start by heating up my pot or pan that I'm going to be cooking in a medium-high heat. I'm going to then go ahead and put in my palm oil once I feel like the pot is hot enough, and let the oil melt down. You know that it's ready when all of that starts to clear up and starts looking one color like this. At this point, I'm going to add in my blended mixtures of the onions, the red bell pepper, the garlic, and habanero. Just put everything in there and let it fry in that oil. This is kind of the reason that I like to strain out the water, so that's one, I do cook it faster that way and I'm not spending time waiting for the water to evaporate, and the oil also fries everything up quickly when I do remove that excess water out. Go ahead and incorporate everything into the palm oil and let it cook for about 5 minutes, just 3 to 5 minutes or so. And you can also go ahead and start adding in your seasoning cubes. At this point, I'm adding all 4 of them. I'm going to break them down and just pop it in there one by one. I'm also going to add half of my crayfish at this point. I just like to add half now and half later. You can put the whole thing now if you wish to. That's just how I prefer to do things. Doesn't make too much of a difference. I'm going to add in the dry shrimp as well, and add in my shaki or beef stomach and give it a good mix. And finally, I'm going to add in my goat meat and mix everything up together. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of water in and cover it with the lid so that I can let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can repeat the process and stir occasionally if you feel like the food is sticking to the pot, but just be sure to be checking on it every 5 minutes or so. This is cooking and looking very, very delicious. Just give it a good mix, make sure nothing is sticking to the pot, cover it back up, and keep on cooking it for about 15 to 20 minutes. after about 15 to 20 minutes, you should start seeing the oil, the palm oil, float to the top like this, and the red bell pepper mixture start turning to a deeper color, like a deeper red color like this. And at this point, this is how you know that it's pretty much ready for the spinach and to be served and eaten. So at this point, I'm just gonna mix everything up once again and get all that oil and goodies into the meat. And I'm going to add the rest of my crayfish in and mix that as well. Now I'm going to start adding in my spinach a little at a time and mixing it in. Do remember that this spinach has been squeezed so that all the water is out. If you use spinach that is really watery and hasn't been squeezed out, then you're back at stage 1 and making everything watery again. So do make sure that your spinach, if you're using frozen spinach, that it's defrosted and you've squeezed out all the water and chopped it into finely small pieces like this, and keep mixing everything in little by little, and it's pretty much ready to be eaten. Doesn't that look so delicious? I mean, I'm telling you, it tastes even better than it looks. Just serve it with a side of your favorite gari or fufu or whatever you want to eat it with, even rice if you prefer, and voila, it is pretty much done. Plate it and serve it for a party or a gatherings or your family dinner, and I promise everybody is going to love this recipe. So do give it a try, and if you do love this recipe, be sure to share this video with your friends and family, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.